with Sanchez's conviction for failure to disclose his third-party payments for tax purposes, his earnings, raised the question: should we make agents' fees, player agencies, the system of player agencies, and third-party payments a transparent, open system? This has been raised constantly. The NBA does it. The NRL does have a salary cap, and is in the process of raising this as an internal thing within their league. So, should we go down this route? Because we have an issue here. Sanchez himself, he failed to disclose his earnings. He was a naughty boy. He got an 18-month suspended sentence. He had to pay a whacking fine. So basically, he had to pay all the money back that he, instead of actually paying just his taxes, his outstanding tax, he had to pay all the money back that he'd earned from his third-party payment at his time in Barcelona, which was nearly €1 million he had to pay to make the problem go away. Had he paid the tax in the first place, he would actually have had most of that money left over, but he didn't. Don't get that. But it raises a question, because it was a third-party sponsors, all his sponsors, he hadn't declared his taxes on them. So that's an issue that is now an open debate. I've also lost a bit of respect for some of these players who just hide their money like this. They earn enough. There's no shame in paying tax. It's actually good of society. They are paid too much, but that's me. But it does raise the question of third-party payments, because some of the sportsmen who are in leagues where there's less money, such as the NRL, do rely on third-party payments, such as sponsors, to make a decent living. So if they're injured, but they can still do their TV adverts, for example, I've broken my leg, but I can still do a TV advert. I'll be sponsored by a tomato company, or a car company, or an aftershave. I can't play at the moment, and that's how they earn their money in the off season as well. When they're injured and not playing, that's how some survive. It also helps with their retirement as well. They can become a brand ambassador. There's nothing against third-party payments. It's the transparency of it. Most third-party payments are completely benign, and there's nothing dodgy. Others, there's a bit more backhander envelopes, brown envelopes going across tables, and little black books. And it is a very complex system. There's a lot of legal jargon in there, and it's very complex to do with, agents' fees and third-party payments. It's a very complex system. It just needs to be transparent, so then we know how much said player or said team is earning from a sponsor. Simple. That's all we're asking. But what do you think? Do you think the system should be transparent? Because by law you don't have to declare your salary. It's optional. It is optional to declare your tax return on your salary. You don't have to openly do it unless there's a freedom of information request, if there is an ongoing legal issue. So it's a completely voluntary system. No one's saying you have to do it, but it'd be very interesting to see what various leagues do about it. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Sanchez is a naughty boy, and it could affect him travelling to the US, for example, in a pre-season tour or international duty Chile, because the US gets very finicky with criminal records and can revoke visas and refuse to let people enter and exit the country. So we shall see. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Place your comments below on this, because I know this is going to be a very controversial topic and people are going to be very, very interested. And what people's views are on the transfer system, player agents and third-party payments, how transparent that should be in sport. And I'll have some more videos for you soon.